So this season, during our annual fall ride, we're in the province of Quebec exploring the scenic Gaspé Peninsula, with our ultimate goal to reach the town of Gaspé and its famous Pierce Rock, located about 650 kilometers northeast of Quebec City. After a couple of days of solid riding on a pair of K1600 GTs, we set out today under a cold steel gray and sometimes rainy sky in the town of Saint-Anne-des-Monts, hugging the south shore of the St. Lawrence as we headed east. Now, after pushing eastward for a couple of hours, the sun has broken out just in time to announce our arrival in the town of Gaspé, leaving me to marvel as to what Jacques Cartier might have felt when he sailed into this region and named it for New France back in 1534. Well, Norm, here we are. It's the end of day 3, about 4 p.m. Mission accomplished. We're in Gaspé, and I have to say we're right here on a little main street, and I'm surprised. This is not what I expected at all. This kind of looks like a mini version of Moncton.
Yeah, quite a bit so, and also the rest of the city as we were riding in, I noticed was like, wow, this place it's big.
It's big,
it's like a mini metropolitan, and not what I was expecting. I was expecting Gaspé to be quaint, quiet, with cafes by the water, and that was it.
Yeah, so, well, we just rode in here, and the sun has finally burst through. There's some blue sky, but man, it's been a crazy day right from the get-go. We started out at Saint-Anne-des-Monts this morning at 8:30. It was cold, it was damp, it was raining, and the first first half of our journey was just following the coast. Do you remember what that was like?
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, the mountains coming right to the edge and the road skimming along the side, and all the cute little towns that were hidden away in the coves, and then Grand Valley, everything changed.
Yeah, we got to Grand Valley, about a halfway point for us in the journey, and then all of a sudden the road kicked us into the forest and up the mountain, and it was another experience altogether.
That twisty road was some fun. I mean, it was just up and down and sideways, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool here. So it's a nice mix of the two for that journey.
I have to say, there was one little stretch in there. It was just a ribbon. We were back on one of those old Mattel Hot Wheels tracks, and you took off. It was fantastic. And then I guess the big payoff at the end was just the last 40 kilometers. We actually arrived at the park, and that was like really scenic.
Spectacular view there, yeah. And it's been all the birds were dive bombing the school of fish with the big cliffs in the background. It was just really cool to watch.
Yeah. So overall, my impression of the day, it's just been a little bit of everything, but the standout for me has just been the scenery. It's been spectacular right through.
Absolutely, yeah. And even at the park, when we got to the park, we didn't go through it, but that's another option for you if you have time, because it dead ends on the north side and the south side. So another option for you is to go into the park, because that's where that real beauty was. So take the extra hour or whatever it's going to take and get in there and do it.
Right. Well, I know you've mentioned our hotel is just up the road here, but still tomorrow we've got almost 3/4 of a day ahead of us to do some exploring in the region. So I say we go check in and get a bowl of soup.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow, let's see what we can see.
Perfect.
Fantastic day.